Alrighty, folks, welcome back to the third and final part of today's 20 to Midnight episode. So yes, aided by Lieutenant Prima Alvarez's squad, the two of you and Satus all sort of arrive back at the gates of the Phoenix Roost. And this time the gate agent sort of goes like, all right, the master of the house says you can go on in. Go on in.
Great. Thank you so much.
Cheers.
All right.
A massive door opens.
Whoa.
Revealing behind it, sort of a, beautifully gardened estate with, a small path that leads to a huge house, a couple of sort of ancillary buildings on the side, a large pond, what looks like even, a small wooded area at the back. But three things immediately grab your attention that are not directly on the path in front of you, but kind of on the side, more on the grounds of the house. You see Volt as he paws at the sleeping figure of Avanzada, grown to be larger than he is. And sleeping next to her is the figure of Blaze, also grown to similar sizes as Avanzada.
Oh wow, it's so amazing to see Blaze and Avanzada.
Oh my god, it's been so long.
They're okay and big.
I think Cal's just gonna run over there. Yay!
As he notices you, Volt will kind of bound to you and sort of, nudge you with the head a couple times as if trying to get your attention.
Yeah.
And then he will go over and again sort of paw at the sleeping figure of Avanzada.
Yeah. Oh, how's she doing?
She looks healthy, asleep.
She looks healthy, just asleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seems big, but yeah.
We found them, buddy. We found them. You want them to wake up? Do you think there's something wrong, or have they been put to made to sleep magically?
He's
do you think?
Now nudging her with his head. You're starting to detect a sense of, if not urgency, at least distress in Volt.
Yeah. Okay, so something's up with them, but they're here. They're alive. That's huge. Okay. Yeah. If you can get them awake, Volt, and you want to fly away, we can find you somewhere.
And he's pawing at her again.
Can we try to wake her up?
Yep. What are you doing?
Just kind of shaking her a little bit, gently.
Okay. Roll me a I guess a dexterity check. I don't know what this would be.
Okay. It's bad.
Just for a change today.
Yeah, I know. 4.
A 4?
4.
With a 4, no, the sleeping dragon does not stir.
The sleeping dragon lies.
I want to try Blaze.
Yeah. Maybe Blaze will respond to you, Helena.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you doing with Blaze?
I'm going to say, hey, Blaze, except obviously I won't say it like that.
Hey, Blaze!
So it'd be interesting to see what effect that has. And then I might give her a little nudge. Do we have any meat?
Okay. Yeah, you do.
Get some
That's
meat
a good
out.
idea.
Waggle
Yeah.
it around.
God, that's an interesting possibility that was not fully in my brain space.
The meat possibility.
Yeah. So as you wave the meat in front of Blaze, you will see as And remind me, just to make double sure, Volt was the only boy. It was 2 girls and Volt, right? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, yes.
Blaze is definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blaze and Avanzada are girls.
You'll see as Blaze's nostrils flare slightly, and she'll kind of go like, and kind of, groggily open an eye, open another one, stretch a tiny bit.
Aww.
See, and her eyes will land on the meat that you're holding in front of her, and she will snap her jaws and take it,
Aww.
devour it, let out a
girl.
big yawn, and then curl back down to sleep again.
Huh.
Just like my
Okay.
cats.
Huh.
Volt is once again sort of making a displeased noise.
Okay. Can I do any sort of arcana check or something to see if I can tell what kind of spell might have been put on them? Or
So this would just be like looking in your brain space to see if you know of any spells like this?
yeah, I guess. I mean, I think I would know of sleep.
Sure.
But I don't know. I get the sense that something's not quite right here.
Yeah.
And I'd like to get more of a sense of what's going on.
I think before you roll that Arcana check, why don't you both roll me an insight check to see if you are reading the situation correctly?
Okay.
Zombie Helena gets a 5.
Zombie Helena's
you said
having whatever the
insight?
opposite of a hot streak is tonight. Yes,
Yeah.
insight, Emma.
14.
Yeah, so it almost seems like they are not seeing you. Like they are not perceiving you and Helena and Satus and Volt. Like the only thing that has really registered so far is look at that delicious, mysterious bit of floating meat. And once I'm done eating it, as there is nothing around me except my sleeping sister, I'm gonna go back to sleep.
Okay. Now then, could I do some sort of arcana check to see if I might know what's going on
Yeah.
with them?
Yeah. Roll me an Arcana check.
Okay. 12.
An illusion magic of some sort, almost certainly.
Okay.
But what it might be and what is the way to take it off, unsure. You could do worse things than
Okay.
just kind of throw dispel magic at this.
Sure. I think we've
But-
got somebody who can do that who's asleep right
Sure.
now.
You've had worse ideas, and Satus might have
Yeah,
some more advanced sense of what's going on there.
sure. Okay. Well, it's not ideal, but we haven't seen them in so long.
Yeah, we're
and they're
almost-
here and they're okay. And whatever's going on with them, we'll figure out a way to fix it. But Volt, you stay with them, okay? Okay. Good job. Good job finding them, buddy. Don't love it when you take off without me. Yeah. But we found you. It was hard. Okay. We're gonna go try to talk to the shiny guy.
He'll nod as, yeah, sure, uh-huh.
Yeah. He knows who that is. But you stay here with them, okay? Because we don't know who exactly this guy is, and he could be trouble. So we might have to be ready to make a quick getaway, okay? Okay.
Okay,
All
so
right.
what do you do now?
I think now we go more into the house.
Okay, you want to go into
Part
the
of the
main
villa?
building?
Yeah.
Yep.
Or wherever we think Solvinus might
You
be.
see some lights on in the main building. Even though it
Okay,
is like
yeah.
about 11 p.m. at night right now.
I mean, we will be loud and make our presence known. We don't want to stumble onto
Sure,
anything.
into any shenanigans that might be occurring.
Yeah, exactly. Um, but yeah, I think unless Helena, unless you think we should do something else with the dragons right now.
I'm not sure what we can do. I think we need to sort of dispel the magic.
Yeah,
If
and
we can't-
unfortunately, even if I knew that spell, I couldn't cast it right now.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure that Satus can. Oh wait, no, I can do it, but
You
I
can?
can't.
You have
Well, not right
like
now.
you have the
I
spell, you don't have the spell slots.
I have this. I have the spell. I just don't have the spell slots. Yeah,
Huh.
exactly.
The tragedy of the
Damn it.
sorcerer.
The strategy of the sorcerer, and I believe I have spent all my sorcery points to make more spell slots.
So you'd need to have a sleep.
Yes. She would need
Yes.
to have a sleep.
Oh, hang on.
I bet Solvinus would let us stay over. Not like that. But, you know.
Yeah, he might. I don't think apparently I have.
Oh, exciting.
No, it's not enough.
No?
Because Dispel Magic is a 3rd level spell. I have 4 sorcery points, but
You
I
have
need.
4 sorcery
I will
points?
not do it.
Yeah, but
So
I
close.
need 5.
Yeah.
We've got a
Dang it.
mystery scroll from Admiral Razak. We could just pull that out and see what the heck happens. No, I think...
Yeah,
that's a
now's a
great
great
idea.
time to
Yeah,
fuck with that.
yeah,
Let
yeah.
me tell you. Good
Yeah.
plan.
So basically, we're going to bide our time a little bit, right? Or are you planning to have some sort of all-out war with Solvinus?
No, I don't want to have an all-out war with him, but I do want to know more. And maybe if we're in private, maybe he can be more honest with us. Maybe being honest with us means he might try to kill us. But I think
I feel he would avoid being honest with us unless we did something to sort of push him that way.
yeah, but I do want to see what happens.
Okay, he's going to just talk at you loads, but, you know, I'm here for it.
If anything, maybe Satus will wake up, and he can go, because I think he can dispel magic too. So
Just let me know if you want me to hit somebody.
I will.
Okay.
I mean, I'll tell Zombie you. I think because I think I'm. Am I talking to Zombie?
No, you're not.
Is Zombie Helena
not.
in the room
No,
with us?
you're-
Okay.
She is,
Yes.
but I think she's still waving some meat around.
Yeah. Okay. She's doing a great job. Yeah. Maybe she's giving another piece of meat to Avanzada.
Sure, and same as with Blaze. She will groggily wake up, snap up the meat, kind of do a little bit of a stretch, curl back around, and go back to sleep.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I think unless you want to stay here with Volt,
You
which
are now
historically,
talking zombie Helena.
yeah, which
You want me to?
historically has not gone well.
You want me to guard him? Is that what you want?
In the 2 times that we've done that plan, it's gone badly both times. So I think Volt's okay. He's got his sisters, even if they're a little sleepy.
Tapped out.
Yeah. So yeah, let's go find Solvinus.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So you enter the house,
Yeah.
and you've
Hello.
my friends, here, come on in,
Yeah.
make yourselves at home. I'm through
Oh,
the main
thank
corridor in the kitchen.
Oh, great. Could do with a meal.
Yeah, me too. Although,
Yeah.
And so, do you follow the voice? You're in a beautiful, stately manor house.
Yes. I think we follow the voice.
Okay. As you enter the kitchen, you find Solvinus shaking some bottles, wearing a luxurious burgundy bathrobe. And he
Ooh,
goes,
very nice.
"Ah, my good friends, it is wonderful to see you again. Here, you can put Satus on that chair.
Thank you.
Can I interest you in some martinis?
Sure.
Olives or no olives?"
Olives for me.
All right. And he begins a like truly obnoxious like martini
Yeah,
preparation, like, shake, 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 twirl the bottle, flip the olive, slice the orange peel in midair, like just like
Wow.
truly
Yeah.
obnoxiously complicated, like, pow,
Yeah.
martini, and double pow, 2 martinis. So, my friends, tell me,
Thank
how
you.
has your night been? What adventures have you had since we parted ways? You must be Helena the
Well-
Hailstorm. Now, it is nice to finally meet you.
Sure.
That's a tight grip. I respect a woman with a good, firm grip.
I don't know how to take that.
But yes, tell me everything.
So, I mean, you saw the shenanigans that I was playing on.
Real
you.
funny, Cal.
I was hoping to surprise you.
I love surprises.
But
They're almost as good
basic-
as stories.
Totally. So, well, you might have seen our dragon, Volt.
Oh, yeah. He's fun.
Yeah. He's super
Friendly
fun.
guy. Seems concerned.
Very Yeah, he does. Because we just saw the other dragons.
Shard and
there.
Day Beam. Is that what he did not make that sound. I just made that sound.
Shard
Sunspray.
and Sunspray.
Sunspray, excuse me. Yes. Shard and
yeah.
Sunspray. Double S's. Yes.
Shard. Yeah.
This is why I have notes. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got it.
Yeah, we too.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Shard and
sorry. It just-
Sunspray.
Yeah.
You just screamed. Okay.
I screamed. That was just Emma because
Okay.
I knocked my whole desk a little bit, but it's all fine.
Fine. Good to vigilant.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, onward.
So, here's the thing. I'm gonna be straight with you.
Please. I love straightness.
Ironic.
Well, except in the bedroom, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do, and I respect it. Here's the thing. We had 2 more dragons.
Whoa.
That-
Crazy. Where
Yeah,
did you lose them?
Someone stole them. All of them. Volt too. And
unrighteous.
very unrighteous. She was the most unrighteous. She's dead now.
Oh, well, that calls for the highest of 5s.
Yeah, for sure. That I will high five. Zombie Helen just like smacking him.
I'm just enjoying the vibes.
Yeah. So here's the thing. They looked just like Shard and Sunspray.
Handsome fellows.
Ladies, but yes. And I don't know how else to put this. I think those are our dragons.
Nah, brah. Those are my dragons.
So you said you found them a long time
Yes.
ago?
All right. So wait a second.
Cal.
Helena didn't get to hear this story. So let me
Cal.
tell it to you.
Okay.
Okay.
Make him stop.
So when I was
wait,
15.
hang on. I filled her in. I filled her in on the story.
Oh.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But so how old sorry to be rude and direct, but how old are you?
That is not a polite question, man.
Yeah, I know. But I'm trying to make the math, if you know what I mean.
Totally.
Of your story and when you found these dragons and how old they are and how old you are, and it's not quite computing.
Yeah, math. See,
'Cause-
math gets me too. 1 + 1 is 2.
Yeah.
2 + 2 is 4. But then 4 + 4 isn't 8. What? That's just breaking my brain.
Since when is 4 plus 4 not 8?
Wait, did they change it back? Oh shit, I'm gonna have to start over.
Oh, no. Okay.
See, this is what I'm
Oh, no,
saying.
what do I
Math is
do?
hard.
What do I
We
do?
all make
What do I do?
mistakes.
I
I
don't really
don't-
know. I'm not quite sure what you expect him to do. I mean,
I don't know. I just thought I thought that
do you want him
maybe
to admit he's lying? Or do you want him to admit he's the curator? Or do you want him to admit he's a hapless victim of some sort of mind control crime? What do you think will happen?
I don't know.
No, fair enough. Okay.
But I'm trying to just jog his memory, and I don't know.
You know, I'm being such a rude host. We don't need to be standing around here in the kitchen. We've got a nice living room right through those doors. So why don't you slide those bad boys open and we can go have a nice sit down?
Maybe you should just grab him and say those are dragons, we're taking them.
I don't think I stand a chance against this guy on my own.
Yeah, and you know, I
don't
can
be
even
Helena.
show you.
Yeah.
I can even show you my Dawn Lance, the incredible item that I used to kill the behemoth.
Yes, that I would love to see, and I would love to hear a little bit. You never finished the story about killing the behemoth, and check in if you found anything.
Oh yeah, totally.
unusual.
Well, you know, the thing that I
Yeah,
find works
let's-
really great with ancient creatures that are the gatekeepers of an ancestral prison to unspeakable horrors from the great beyond is using your void piercer to stab them in the ancient runes that are keeping them animated in spite of their ancient decrepit age. But that's just me personally. You guys might do it a different way. Why don't we go on to the living room, huh? Please, after you guys.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, it does sound like a good idea.
Let's take.
As he opens the sliding door to the living room, you see a couple things that immediately arrest your attention.
Yeah.
So first of all, nice living room. Like big, nice, like mahogany coffee table, some couches, some chairs, a roaring fireplace, windows that lead out to like the pond, some bookcases. Nice space. Good space. Laid
Great
out
space.
on the wall, on sort of a mount, is a golden lance that you are like instantly like, that's a void piercer if we've ever seen
That's
one.
a void
like,
piercer,
holy
yeah.
smokes. And where has that thing been this whole time?
Yeah.
Next thing that catches your eye is the beautiful man who entered the house with Solvinus an hour earlier, sitting in one of his chairs, a bloody gash going down from his neck all the way to his nape, his body opened up. And separated down the middle on the ground is the red-haired beautiful woman, her blood and entrails spilling over the floor. And he's sort of going like, have a seat wherever you like. I'm sorry about the mess. I'm working on some new suits, and this is gonna take me a little while to finish working on these ones, you know?
Thought it was you.
What? I'm just your good friend Solvinus, here to solve all your problems and save the day. After all, the two of you were taking a good sweet time to do it, and the voice change does happen. And he will sort of go like, fine, I suppose I've had my fun. Let me slip into something a little bit less handsome. And much like it did on that beach when he was done possessing that woman, the body of Solvinus will kind of crumble bonelessly onto the ground, revealing the curator standing behind him.
Unbelievable. And yet.
Sort of going, and so here we are at the end of the chess game. How are the two of you faring? How did everything end up going with the Sornese Navy?
Well, we didn't blow them up.
Good. I mean, well, from
Yeah.
a certain point of view, I have to say, as someone that did
Yeah.
blow them up, I found it to be terrifically entertaining.
Yeah. I bet. Damn it. I I just wanted you to be a nice guy.
I am a nice guy. What are you talking about? How many times have I helped you? How many binds have I gotten you out of? Because by my reckoning, I've gotten you out of the hot water with the Solanese people at least 3 times.
Yeah, you have, but you've been extraordinarily evil in the process.
Oh, please. I'm just looking for a good story. And a good story needs conflict.
Yeah, sure.
What are you doing here, the curator? Did you kill the behemoth?
Of course I did. Figured out I had these brand new toys. I hadn't been able to use them for a while. Dragons are fantastically fun to use in combat. And on top of that, a long time ago, this little trinket ended up in my vault. I've never really had an occasion to break it open. But I thought, well, you know, you only live for 10,000 years or so. Might as well use it while the using is good.
So you're joining forces with us, is that it?
Well, let's not be too hasty. Let's just say...
Where's the pyramid?
Under the carefulest of supervisions, Cal. Don't worry, I didn't do something silly like just leave it lying around for anyone to find.
That's good, and you haven't made a deal with it, have you?
No. Not yet.
No, you'd be much too smart to do something like that.
Let's not be too hasty. After all, see, this is what I got a little bit worried of. The two of you had done such a fantastic job of killing these beasts, of finding these pyramids, of making use of these items. But I was starting to get nervous that maybe somewhere around the third one you might not follow through, and the game might come to a premature conclusion. It's really the overtime that makes a match as exciting as it could be.
What do you want?
Well, right now,
What is it that you want?
I want a great story, Cal. And a great story needs a good villain. And there's one that's been waiting in the wings for such a long time. He's been such a patient boy. And I think that you 3 are so the right folks to face it. And I think that whether you win or he wins, it's going to be a hell of a finish. And I want to see it.
You mean the other thing, right?
The exiled
the banished one.
Yes.
The exiled one.
What is that?
Well, once upon a time, there were 19 beings that were, you know, looking to start a certain enterprise. Nowadays, we call it the world. An ordering of sorts occurred, and in time, it was decided that all 18 of these beings, now colloquially referred to as gods, would work in orchestra with one another. Some petty rivalries here and there, some disagreements, the occasional poaching of one's agent from one team to another. I think that you are well aware of that practice, Miss Vance.
Oh, sorry.
But a certain degree of, we only go so far. But when the 19th of these beings, a being of a more destructive force, started to feel that the world had gone a little awry, a little bit soft, if you were, he started to make overtures towards the need to unravel the world. And, well, the other 18 of those beings had quite a different view of these matters, and made it so that he was sealed away somewhere where he could grow quite hateful, and quite powerful, and quite resentful. So that's where it stood until a long, long time ago, when a handsome Aldoran prince found himself being passed over for the promotion that he thought he so richly deserved, for the chance to lead the armies against the ancient enemies that are completely irrelevant in the grand scheme of history, but which in the moment felt like the thing that might topple the empire and bring it down. And so he found a way to make contact with a force that might give him more firepower, with the sealed-away exiled one. The exiled one who was able to give him just enough just enough of a foothold on the way to opening up the gateway. Of course, some troublesome people thought that just because it might lead to massive amounts of death and worldwide destruction, it was not worth just going on ahead and doing it. And the resulting conflict led to the destruction of the Eldoran Empire, the sealing away of most magic in the world, the banishment into non-existence of most creatures of a higher magical order, such as dragons and titans and everything that was really fun to have around. All good stuff, I suppose, if you like those sorts of soft endings to stories. But fortunately, that young Eldoran prince found a way to survive to the conflict. Found a way to turn himself into a creature that doesn't just go away. Found a way to thrive, to grow stronger. And in due time found new ways to begin the process of opening up the gateways to the exiled one. If only he could find the thing that he needed. Some preserved dragon eggs, which could be taken to one of the sites when they could be made to hatch. That's the sort of thing that might spark the return of magic into the world. The sort of thing that might make the exiled one's return possible. And then, small hitch in the ride, some people beat him to it, and ever since then I've been having more fun than I've had in the last 4 millennia. And I think that it would be a shame to not see things through all the way to the end.
And about 2/3 of the way through the curator's speech, Satus opens
Fuck
his
you!
Terrific. Oh, good, you're awake. Come on in, Satus. Would you like a martini? I made a martini for the other two.
No, I'll have water. I'm quite parched. What are you doing?
Great. Let me
What's
get you that
happening?
water. Do come in, mind the dead bodies, and Cal and Helena will explain.
Yeah, what's going on, guys?
So
You are in a fancy
shocker.
living room,
Okay.
in which there are 3 bodies lying on the ground, including the sort of, boneless, contoured body of the golden-haired Solvinus.
Whatever. I didn't like him anyway.
it was the curator.
It was
the
the
whole
curator,
time.
in fact.
Ah,
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
I was the only one who liked him. Jeez.
I hate to say I told you so, Cal, but I think on this occasion...
It is. Yeah.
I told
fair.
you so, moment.
Fair.
The curator was just explaining, among other things, that he thinks it would be entertaining for us to fight the exiled one, this sort of dread enemy that we've been hearing about a little.
Emma, roll me a
throughout.
perception check real fast. Yeah,
Me?
you.
Okay.
We also found Blaze and Avanzada.
Yes, Blaze and Avanzada. Yeah, that's
Where?
pretty big news.
Where?
I rolled a 14.
Okay. So they'll tell you that you are in the villa that Solvinus got for kind of saving the city, and that Blaze and Avanzada
There were shenanigans
are...
to get there. but-
Yes, oh my god. This
Love
turned into a
shenanigans.
screwball
Yeah.
comedy in a way that I was not expecting. But when they finally did enter, they found Blaze and Avanzada in the garden here. Although the dragons did not seem to be able to see the 3 of you or Volt. But they were there, they were healthy, they were large. Yeah.
Sleeping.
Okay. That's
they're-
great news. Great news.
Yeah, they're okay. They're under some kind of spell or something, but they're alive and they look healthy. So
We'll
that's
take
good.
it. We'll take
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Emma, that was
it's
a
huge.
14?
14, yes.
Oh god. I am sorry that you do hear this, but you do hear this kind of squeak of a faint, efforted voice as it says, "Kill me. Please, kill me." And you'll find the source of it from the paralyzed body of Solvinus lying on the ground.
Oh,
So he was like a real dude?
Yeah, I think so.
But like possessed?
He the curator wears people like suits, which is
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's icky.
Here's your water,
I
Mr.
think Cal-
Incurton. And he will come back into the room, very, like, pointedly stepping over Solvinus as he, like, maneuvers towards a chair.
Yeah, Satus takes the glass and puts it on a table.
Yeah.
Pointedly right next to a
Yeah.
coaster.
Yeah. Yeah.
Licks the bottom and then puts it. It finds a nice unfinished wood surface.
The curator sees his, like, nods, kind of going like, yeah, respect.
So let's get this straight.
The dying guy?
Oh, yeah. Should we kill him?
Don't you dare. He's one of
Yes.
the better suits. I forget to break him out every decade or so for special occasions. I don't.
You can't just wear people like suits.
I beg to differ. I absolutely can wear people like suits.
I mean-
Here, let me demonstrate. And he will
Helena,
grab
Helena,
Solvinus.
go for it.
Okay.
And
No, you're not. I'm grabbing Solvinus.
you now both have a hand on the body of Solvinus.
Yes. Let go.
This is my personal property. This man was bought and paid for.
Not in any currency I recognize. Give me that.
Do you really want to do this?
Yes?
Roll me an intimidation check, Helena Hailstorm.
Yeah.
That is not good. That is not good. That's a 2 minus 3.
A non-natural -1.
It's tough being a zombie.
It's tough being a zombie.
The curator's eyes glow purple. I need a charisma saving throw, Helena.
Oh no. Oh no.
That is an 8.
Okay. So there is a flash. And then the curator, like standing where the curator was, is now just like an outline of pink mist that flows directly into zombie Helena's eyeballs.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And
was
crams
worried
in
about
there.
that.
And she shuffles back a step, another one. And now, Beth, I need you to repeat after me. My friends,
My friends.
it is I, Solvinus.
It is I, Solvinus,
Your friend.
your friend.
Another flash, and the curator appears where he was standing a moment ago. And he goes, I hope that that's made the point clearly enough. But Cal, I think that you were about to take
in
this
her
somewhere
head,
productive.
in her head, Cal says to ring Helena, well, I kind of feel like it would have been a kindness to just kill zombie Helena then and there than go through that. So I think that's one blessing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe she doesn't want
Anyway.
to live after that.
Yeah, I don't. I got good news for you. No, not yet.
No, we didn't love
Okay.
that. We did not love that. I'm still concerned about the dying guy, to be honest.
Yes, I'm a little concerned about him too, but I think we've got bigger fish to fry right now. So, curator,
Yes.
you want to see the story through.
Of course.
You said that's your only goal in this.
I want to be entertained.
And you've got the pyramid
Mm-hmm.
that would let the exiled one into this world.
Yes.
So, here's the thing. I think you want to see us playing on even footing. 'Cause it's not a fair fight. We're beaten. Helena's a zombie. Satus is only here half the time.
Yes, I've been
and
Half is
I'm
generous.
Yes, I've been,
Yeah.
I've been curious
Yeah.
about that myself. He was supposed to just go back to sleep. I'll need to check on my hex work there, if you're sort of being intermittently awake and not. But all right, call it a freebie. Call it an accounting error in your favor.
great. Appreciate it. What have you done to our dragons?
Oh, nothing really. Put on the big bombast of being Solvinus. Had, a long period where after I rescued them from the Solonese fleet, I gradually earned their trust, was exceedingly kind to them, gave them everything that they needed, and then put a very minor illusion charm over their heads, a perception filter that'll go away at the stroke of midnight tonight, that prevents them from seeing the three of you or Volt. Just again, to make sure that things didn't collapse too quickly.
Okay.
So they won't recognize us anymore starting at midnight?
No.
No, they
They
don't.
don't recognize you right now. If you were to go in front of them, they would
Yeah.
see right through you.
Okay.
That goes away at
Yeah.
midnight, in another, call it,
Okay.
23 minutes.
Okay. Cool. And you won't stop us from leaving with
No,
them?
of course not.
Okay.
I want to see the Cavaliers ride again.
Yeah.
Then if you want to see us ride again, Cal makes a good point. You want to see us at full force riding again. Otherwise, it will always be the what if, woulda, coulda,
That is
shoulda.
very true.
Exactly. And I don't know. We've got kind of a couple different situations here that we need to fix.
Hmm?
One is we just need to rest, and we need to rest a lot fast. And two is getting Helena back the way she was.
Both are fairly easy. If you want to rest, you spend the week resting. If you want Helena back, you destroy that
You
zombie,
know-
and then you fix her right up with a priest. Easy as 1, 2, and 3. Incidentally, I assume that the real Helena is whispering all kinds of things in your ear from that ring of mind shielding that contains her soul right now.
I imagine you can hear that too, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Can you?
Who?
Can the curator hear when I speak to you? He seems very powerful.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Okay.
he can't.
Okay.
Maybe, maybe not. But
He'll give you sort of this, like, oh, please, look.
yeah. I think Cal just kind of like sits back down on the couch and is just like, I'm tired.
There,
I want this
you're
all-
almost through the storm. Just one more ride into history.
How much time is left on the doomsday clock?
That's a great question.
If you take it out, you will see 23 minutes.
Oh, okay. So
23 minutes on
Yeah,
the
that- so-
doomsday clock.
Mhm.
right. So the midnight is the midnight he's
This
talking
mid-
about is
it's
the
this-
midnight.
It's this midnight.
Yeah.
Whew. Well, I don't know what to do.
I don't know that we have a choice.
Nothing to do.
I don't-
It's just a matter of picking yourselves up by your bootstraps and going off against daunting odds to save the day. Won't that be amazing?
Palace, ask him if he's planning to play too. He's got a fancy void piercer of his own.
Are you
Yeah, Mike.
planning on helping?
He has a,
Yeah, he's got a-
lance that just
Okay.
like reeks of void piercer.
Gotcha.
He goes, absolutely
Um,
not. I mean, I could be persuaded to for the right bargain price, but I
Ah,
want to
jeez.
spectate in this fight. I don't want to have a dog in it.
All right. Well, I think Cal picks up her martini and just takes a sip.
Oh, by me. I seem to have forgotten to make myself a drink. Well, he'll reach behind his back as he goes, I really wish that I had a truly excellent martini. and he will bring it up holding the remaining pyramid, which glows for a moment before disappearing in his hand, leaving behind a truly excellent martini. And he goes, "Cheers to the last battle." Sip.
You're a real jerk.
I love you too, Cal. Tell you what. Snap his fingers, and there's this whoosh that goes through the air. I actually have a... I'll give you the dragons 19 minutes early. Good luck with everything. If I were you, I would get out of town fairly soon. Ta-ta now. And with that, he begins to shimmer into cloud vapor that disappears. And as it goes, it sort of sweeps over the bodies in this room and makes them disappear. And instantly from outside, you hear "Brawr!" Just sort of these like growls.
Okay.
So because I'm in and out of the lore, by using
Yes.
the thing to make a wish, he's summoned
He
the
has.
exiled
Yeah.
one.
He
Okay.
has summoned the exiled one, yes.
All right.
Let's get our dragons.
Yeah, let's get our dragons and get out of here.
Uh-huh.
I hate him.
Easy peasy.
As you...
Yeah, we get our dragons.
As you emerge into the garden, you see the three dragons in a state of absolute joy as they are both
Yeah.
pawing at Volt, kind of nuzzling him.
Mhm.
And then as they see the two of you, wham! Satus and Helena, you are both knocked off your feet as Blaze and Avanzada go up to you.
Wow, you got bigger.
Yeah, they are even bigger than Volt, Satus. They are, sort
Whoa.
of Clydesdale-sized, if Volt is kind of roughly the size of an adult horse.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Good to see you. Hello.
Quick perception
All
check,
right.
everyone. Perception checks, please.
Oh boy.
Be a cool,
Ooh.
clean 28.
Jeez.
Nice.
Wow.
No, just kidding. Sorry, I added the wrong number. That's going to be a cool, clean 25.
Still pretty cool and pretty clean.
Okay. And I got a cool, clean 18.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Not too
Yeah.
bad. Not too
And-
bad.
11.
You all pinpoint that... Is it getting warmer here? Satus, you especially pinpoint... Is it getting warmer from the sky?
Uh-oh. Look up. And big flamey thing, I'm assuming?
You see this blaze. Almost like the sun was speed running the sky and sort of moving towards you through the smog of Kelmoltron.
Okay. We need to get out of here.
Get out of here. We need to sort ourselves out, and then we need to
We
come
need-
back.
Yeah. We need to get to a temple of the Night Star,
Okay.
which I
That's
think
the way to do it, you reckon?
so. That's the best guess I have.
There's a
So-
light prickling sensation in your shirt, Emma, from the
Oh no.
pocket where you put the card for the Dark
yeah.
Denizen.
Yep. I haven't forgotten about that. But we're gonna try the Day Star first.
The Night Star.
Night Star. Night Star.
Mhm.
Hell, we could try the Day Star
That's
too.
the safe
Anyway.
way, right? You think that would be safe, right?
Yeah.
Safe
I
and
think the
smart.
Night Star is much safer than making another deal with this guy. So
Okay.
I'm tired of making deals with evil people.
Oh, you are? Oh, amazing. Sorry.
And once again,
Sorry.
They wore me down. They wore me down.
once
Helena.
again, I think that's the stereo of Zombie Helena and Ring Helena saying that at the same time.
Yeah.
One slower
Yeah,
than the other.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody roll me an animal handling check to see how just flying away from this looks.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a 22.
Jeez.
Nice.
Nice.
How?
I got a 10.
Okay, Helena.
I got a 13.
Okay,
Oh, nice.
I think
Nice.
that
It's
does
still
it. I think that is
Yeah.
good enough on this occasion. And so
Okay.
the three of you kick off flying in. Are you? I just need somebody to pick arbitrarily. I think we're just doing this on instinct. Are we going north? Are we going south, east, west?
I think
Towards the north is the black ground. Towards the west is Amar. Towards the east is Soliana. Towards the south is basically sort of like the rough, untamed countries of this world.
we're going east.
Okay.
Because we want to get back to Veldria,
Okay.
right?
Yep.
And that's east-ish.
Sure. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
From where you are, that
So,
would be sort of
yes.
like northeast, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. You fly away from the city in a get the hell out of here vector, roughly going towards the east, and I need perception checks from everyone.
That is a 22.
Love having you back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really good at rolling.
yeah. I got a 4.
I got a 5.
Okay, Cal and Helena are just like,
Yeah.
we gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
But Satus, as you sort of, break through the smog barrier that covers the Kelmoltrian city, you see it. It's in the distance, and it's probably not noticing you, but you see it. The absolutely massive creature. A thing that, and this is a descriptor, not of speed, but of character, a bat out of hell. This enormous, gigantic, black dragon. Its skin crackling and glowing underneath it as though he was made out of living magma. And as it flies, leaving this wake of fire behind it, almost like it was causing this like fire tornado as it went. And this, you are fairly certain, is the much vaunted exiled one.
Okay, Satus would draw their attention to it and just kind of go,
shit.
I think we found him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. We gotta deal with our stuff pretty fast.
Good time to have some
Yes.
dragons. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Doing great, Blaze.
Yeah. Good boy.
And as the three dragons fly away from the city and away from this gigantic dragon, I think that is where we are leaving it for today.
Oh
right.
my God. Woo.
Times.
Oh my gosh. Woo. Okay. Well, we got our dragons back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Huge.
That's
That was accidental,
Yep.
that sound effect. This is the one that I meant.
But it's perfect.
Right.
but it felt right. It
Yay,
felt
dragons.
right. Yay. Yay, dragons.
Yeah, this is like that, like one of those like long-standing quests in like the Zelda game that is like, ah man, like I'm just
Yeah.
tired of every time that I open the menu screen. That's there.
Yeah.
And this is now like
Finally,
Yeah.
check.
recover dragons complete.
Yeah.
Done.
Yes.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. Yes. Oh man. Well, we're getting close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
Maybe trouble ahead.
Yeah. It's gonna be hard.
Just a little bit more
And we
trouble.
gotta,
Yeah.
yeah, and we gotta overcome a few obstacles.
Sure.
Yep. Possibly murder a friend. Yep.
Yep. Possibly murder zombie Helena. That's not gonna be fun.
Cross that bridge.
Yeah, we'll cross
Yeah.
that bridge when we get to it.
Mhm.
Totally. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
This has been a lot.
Thank
yeah.
you. Yeah, it has been a lot. Thank you, Gabriel, for making Jeff real.
Perhaps I made him too
Twist.
real. Yeah.
A little too real, yeah. And thank you to our patrons, especially to Rina Sarame and Mats Feruli, who are at our highest level.
Mats, what's good? I know Mats from some of
yeah.
my other Patreons.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Thank you,
nice,
Mats.
nice. Yeah, and for those of you on the Patreon at the, I believe, $25 level or above, we just uploaded another
Nice.
edition of Knights. By
We
20.
had a lot to discuss.
We did. And
I saw the clip of it and I was like, oh,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. We ended up being pretty nice, I think.
Oh,
But,
I was.
yeah.
I got off easy.
Yeah, you did. But so yes, thank you, and thank you to everyone who is following us and or subscribed on Twitch, and to everyone subscribed on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
We're getting closer,
Ever closer.
ever
Ever
closer to
closer.
that elusive 1,000 subscribers.
Oh yeah, we're at 728.
Get in there.
Yeah,
we're
right?
getting
Right?
No,
there.
like
We're
it took
getting
us a long
there.
time to break past the like 670. I think that we were stuck there for a long
yeah,
time.
yeah.
And now that
Yeah,
we've broken
yeah.
through it, we've been growing again, which is really awesome.
Let's go.
Yes, that is awesome. Yeah, and it'll be a great place to watch the whole thing when it's all done, which it is
Yeah,
gonna be
which
pretty
for
soon.
anyone that doesn't get the night's commentary over on the Patreon, I think that we were saying that, and this is I think good expectation to set, that like this campaign is definitely coming to an ending soonish, and it's not going to be in episode 50, which would be our next episode. But I would be
I mean, maybe.
but I would be
You'll die.
Probably not.
surprised if it went much
Yeah.
further than episode 55. I think
Yeah.
that it is
Yeah.
somewhere in that vicinity, depending on how long it takes you guys to kill a gigantic full-grown dragon from ancient primordial times.
Or get
Or
killed.
get killed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
that's
get
that.
killed. Yes. Well, yep, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, we're we're sort of in the final stretch
Yeah.
here, and then we'll see what
We'll see
happens
what comes next. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for now, this has been 20 to Midnight. It is performed by Beth, Eyre as Helena Hailstorm, Emma Sherr-Ziarko as Calistoga Vance, and Mike Schubert as Satus in Curtum. It is DM'd and adventure designed by me, Gabriel Urbina. It features wonderful original art by Mikaela Buckley and terrific original music by Alan Rohde. It has sound effects sourced from soundsnap.com, and we can't wait to see you back again soon.
Awesome.
But for
Thank
now,
you
Bye,
all so
everybody.
much.
Thank you for
bye,
watching.
folks. Thank you all. See you soon.